Yet another World Cup season has flown by, and Qatar has offered a fair share of exciting moments throughout the tournament, and the Messiah has rendered himself the greatest of all time with a clinch of the World Cup by beating France in the final. Today we'll dig deep into Argentina's World Cup history and the controversies linked with their win. Let's begin. Argentina has not always been the behemoth of the game that nearby Brazil was in the early days of the World Cup. But thanks to their rise to power in the 1970s and 1980s, the Albiceleste became one of the most accomplished nations in world football. Argentina has produced some of football's finest players, including Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi. Argentina is now regarded as one of the most dominant and scary countries in international football, with many of its players playing for top teams across the world and a passionate and devoted fan base that follows them all over the world. Argentina is consistently recognized as South America's second-best team. They have topped the FIFA World Rankings on numerous occasions, most recently in 2017. Argentina won the 2022 Qatar FIFA World Cup Finals. In fact, it's the third time Argentina is winning the sport's supreme trophy. Argentina has 3 FIFA World Cup championships in its rich footballing history, trailing only Brazil's 5 and Germany's and Italy's 4. The Albiceleste won their first World Cup as hosts in 1978. They won a second World Cup 2 years later, in 1986, when Diego Maradona led Argentina to victory in Mexico, and the Qatar World Cup is theirs to cherish after 36 years of waiting. Argentina won their first FIFA World Cup as hosts, led by tournament top striker Mario Kempes, who was then playing for Valencia in Spain. After finishing second in the first group stage behind Italy, they topped Brazil on goal differential in the second group stage, owing largely to a 6-0 thrashing of Peru in the last match. Mario Kempes scored 2 of his 6 World Cup goals in the decisive game, but he wasn't through yet. Kempes opened the scoring in the final against the Netherlands at 38 minutes, and while the Netherlands responded in the 82nd minute to send the match to extra time, Kempes would bag the winner in the 105th minute to hoist the trophy, thus winning the match 3-1. The game was plagued by controversy as the Netherlands were irritated by Argentina's pre-game delay tactics, but the hosts prevailed. The 1986 World Cup was when Diego Maradona was crowned as the world champion. The tournament, which was supposed to be held in Colombia, was hosted in Mexico due to financial concerns in the South American country. Mexico would be captivated by the legend Diego Maradona, who starred in the tournament and led Argentina to the second World Cup glory. Argentina won Group A and went to the knockout stage, with the lone blemish being a 1-1 tie with Italy. The Albiceleste defeated Uruguay and England in the first 2 knockout stage matches, both by a single goal. The Hand of God goal against England became legendary after Maradona leaped to head the ball into the frame, but it hit his hand and went into the net, which was not seen by the official as the goal stood. The goal still holds for a major topic of debate in the football world. Argentina went on to defeat Belgium 2-0 in the semifinals, while the superstar was kept off the scoresheet in the final against Germany due to Lothar Matthäus defending. It opened up space for his teammates. Maradona's stunning assist in the 86th minute led to the winner from Burruchaga, giving Argentina their second FIFA World Cup title. The road to the World Cup was indeed filled with twists, turns, and nerve-wracking moments. They got off to a shaky start in the World Cup, losing to Saudi Arabia in the first game. Messi was his team's lone goal scorer, but it wasn't enough as they lost 2-1. The team bounced back and picked up their pace against Mexico, winning 2-0, with Messi and Enzo Fernandez scoring in the second period. They won 2-0 against Poland, advancing them into the round of 16. The Albiceleste dominated their match against Australia for the majority of the time, with Messi and Julian Alvarez scoring goals in the 35th and 57th minutes, respectively. Australia made a late charge, scoring 77 minutes into the game, but Argentina eventually won. They went to the quarterfinals to face the Netherlands in what turned out to be one of the most thrilling encounters of the tournament. La Albiceleste appeared to be in cruise control after taking a 2-0 lead on goals from Nahuel Molina and Messi. Wout Weghorst, on the other hand, scored twice, first in the 83rd minute and second with only seconds remaining in regulation play. Messi and his teammates were aggressive in the 30 minutes of extra time that followed, but they were unable to grab the lead. The game was decided in a shootout, and the superstars set the tone with an easy opening goal. However, a miss by Enzo Fernandez in the fourth spot meant that the suspense would continue all the way to Lautaro Martinez's fifth and final shot. Argentina won 4-3 on penalties after the game was tied, at 2-2 after extra time. In the semifinals, Argentina cruised to a 3-0 win over Croatia. Messi scored a 34-minute goal from the spot, and Julian Alvarez made it 2 as Argentina went into the break 2-0 to the good. With 20 minutes remaining, Messi went on a stunning run against Vardio before setting up Alvarez for his second goal of the night, effectively ending Croatia's hopes of a comeback. Lionel Messi and Argentina are the world champions for the third time after the most nerve-wracking final at FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Argentina took the lead after receiving a penalty for a foul on Angel Di Maria inside the D. In the 23rd minute, Lionel Messi broke the deadlock from 12 yards out. Following the penalty, the South American scored an amazing counter-attacking goal. This time it was Di Maria on the scorecard. Just when it appeared that Argentina would thrash France with a 2-0 lead, the Les Bleus equalized in the 81st minute. Both goals occurred within a minute of one another, with French star Kylian Mbappé rising to the occasion. Argentine warrior Emiliano Martinez's legendary last-second save will be written in the books as the most valuable save in football history. He then saved 2 spot kicks to hand Argentina its third World Cup. Every World Cup ought to have a fair share of controversies. What really are the controversies linked with Argentina? Alvaro Morales critiqued Argentina as world champions with doubts, suspicions, and tendencies. After defeating France in the Qatar 2022 final, several began making disparaging statements about Lionel Messi. Maradona, Diego Armando aside from his athletic accomplishments, he speaks about political and social issues. Morales said, Argentina has won 3 World Cups with shameful and scandalous themes. In 1978, with an Argentine goalkeeper in the Peruvian national team and an influential government, and in 1986 with a cheater and doped like Diego Armando Maradona scoring goals with his hands. Regarding the 2022 World Cup, the journalist born in Guatemala with Mexican nationality remembered Messi again, whom he referred to as Messicito, and branded him a failure. Messi earns his first and only global title. What a failure in his career since Pele laughs off him having 3 World Cups, Morales remarked, discrediting for all time the trophy achieved by the people of Mar de la Plata. Alvaro Morales used Maradona's immortal phrase. He said in a sarcastic tone, Argentina's world championships tarnished. Despite the blow in that ending, it was Argentina who took the lead, with Messi knocking home from close range after an incredible Hugo Lloris save. According to the official rules, referee Simon Marciniak, potentially assisted by his VAR crew, should have awarded France a free kick instead of the goal owing to non-players on the field at the moment. In a frenzy, before the ball crossed the goal line, some members of the non-playing Albiceleste squad entered the field of play, as shown in the game still. The overall perception is that the refereeing staff did an excellent job in the final, and most would probably agree that overturning Messi's goal based on a couple of people stepping over the line more than 50 yards out was more of an injustice to the spirit of the game. So the unfair pitch invasion was also a point of controversy in the final. Whose side are you on? What are your thoughts on the controversial goal? Hit the comments and share your thoughts as we are eager to hear from you. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more exciting stuff. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.